So this child's pose little spot, right? Really, it's a beginning. It's a beginning of your practice. It's a beginning of this next, 55 or so minutes that ideally will give you the space and the ease and, quite honestly, the energy to float through the rest of your day and hopefully the rest of your week. And so all the floating that you do on the mat kind of gets, it's like a bank account. You get to accrue it, and then you get to use it out in the world, not just for yourself, but for the people that you care about, and even the people you don't care for. I mean, let's face it, that's part of yoga, right? So that you begin to cultivate this self-care, which then comes into this bank account and then overflows to others. But without this, you can't really do that. So use today as that. Just make it about you. And you start with your breath, just noticing it, pulling your inhales in really deeply, opening up your lungs, letting all the air out, completely emptying your lungs. And this rhythm of inhales and exhales is kind of like a dance. And if for any reason you feel tense or choppy or tight, come back here, always, no matter what. So let the next inhale walk your hands over to the right. Let the left arm reach really far, maybe soften or bend the right. Take a very slow inhale here. And on your exhale, soften something. And then the next one, you walk them over to the left. And again, just gently opening the side body, the right arm reaching, the left arm relaxing, and the body softening. And then walk your arms into the middle. And maybe on this inhale, reach your arms in front of you actively. Get some engaged muscle going so that when you do deeply exhale, you can notice the difference. You notice the softening. And when you feel ready, inhale up to that tabletop. So if I were you, I would close my eyes. Moving through cat-cow, drop the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, push the floor away, let the head fall. Take all the time you need. And know that this is an opportunity to kind of scan your body. You might flip your palms around, you might shift into your hips. There is no right or wrong here at all. Notice any tension you're holding in your jaw, or your eyes, or your feet. And try to mindfully soften it with these inhales and exhales. And then when you feel ready, you'll get straight and strong, right? So the belly draws in and up. You're really stacked and balanced, and the inhale kicks your right leg behind you. Move your foot around any way you wish. Maybe articulate the joints. But then get your legs strong. So the toe faces the ground, the heel lifts higher. Eyes are on the mat, so your spine and neck are straight. Inhale, lift the left arm forward, and on the exhale, connect it and round it underneath you, elbow to knee. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, really round, take your chin with you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, exhale, big, round and connect. Inhale, make it long. Now float the arm to the side, reach back, get the outside, if you are able, of your foot. That helps open your shoulder as you kick up, lift up, look up, and then release everything down. Find that strong tabletop again. And now the left leg goes back. Again, any movement you like. Being somewhat aware of your left hip facing the floor. You don't want to open it up too much. And that helps to point your toe down, lift your heel up, reach the opposite arm. And now find that connection on the exhale underneath. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, round. Open your back. Inhale, make it long. Exhale, really round. And on this inhale, hold it out. Float the arm to the side, reach back, get the foot or ankle, and kick it, lift it. Really actively let your shoulder peel away, and then release it down. And now you can just let your head fall. No tension, no nothing. Then draw your belly in and up as you curl your toes, and the tailbone heads to the ceiling. So know that you can always have a micro bend. In fact, it's a good thing. So bend your knees slightly. Sometimes you get more length in your spine. Notice that you've got equal weight on both hands. And always know that you are trying to press your chest to your thighs. Then the next inhale carries you up to your toes, and then shift down to the right. I like to bend my right knee here. I think you get more depth. But if that works for you, try it. Inhale, toes. Shift down to the left. Again, bending a knee can open up something. Inhaling up to the center, and then heels float just down. Now you walk your feet up towards your hands, and you have this wide stance and a deep knee bend for ragdoll. So ragdoll is just a hang. It's it. It's all you do. So you can grab your elbows. Some people like to take their arms behind them and open up the shoulder. Some people like to walk both hands over to the right, then the left. It's really your breath that is guiding what you're doing. And then you come back into the center. And the left knee bends super deep. Left fingertips just touch the floor. The right ones go up to the ceiling. And always know that if your spine is rounding here, just float your hand off the ground. Get length. There you go. Then exhale, wrap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand goes down. Left one goes up. Play around with where your hand is, which feels better. And when you're ready, take a wrap. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, melt, be heavy. No tension. So now you walk your feet together so they touch. Still no tension here, so everything's loose, head is heavy. First one is simply a half lift. The legs go to straight, the back goes straight, so looking forward. Exhale, melt, and be heavy. This one, you're going to reach and rise and stand all the way up. Arms come up. And then forward fold all the way down. Bend your knees deeply when you get there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt, be heavy. Inhale, reach, rise, get taller. Come out of your waist, maybe even a back bend. And then forward fold all the way down. That rhythm, right? One breath, one movement. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, tallest one yet, biggest one. And then a full exhale floats you all the way down, right into your shins. Then inhale, half lift. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, shoulder width apart. Step your feet back. You're in a high plank. And always know that you can be on your knees here. It's no problem. But before you go anywhere, really engage out of your wrist, press through the heel, and draw the belly in. Then shift beyond your wrist, and then ride it down on the exhale. Take it up dog on the inhale, and on the exhale, back over the toes, downward facing. So that's the flow. We do many. They're always optional. But just for now, try one on your own, your rhythm. Take it to the top on the inhale. You go from there. Easy, easy. Perfect. Then the next inhale sends the right leg up to the ceiling. The foot drops, the knee bends. You can let gravity open your hip. Whatever you want to do, you can spin your knee around a couple times. But notice that you're equally pressing on both hands. And then inhale the leg just straight and send it through on the exhale for warrior one on the inhale. So in warrior one, your front foot, you can always move it, by the way. So if you're not comfortable, this isn't static. You can move your foot. Back foot's your anchor, so roll your ankle to the back wall to straighten the leg. Yes. Exhale, hands to the mat, sending it through a flow. These flows, they hit every joint, every muscle in your body. So take your time with them. Inhale, left leg up. Knee bends, foot drops. Again, you're pressing into both hands. And then inhale it, leg to straight. Exhale, send it through warrior one. So rising up on the inhale and then settling in on the exhale, making yourself comfortable. That's what this is about. So this back leg, if it's bending, straighten it. Just push it back to straight. Perfect. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low. Each time knowing that your neck is long, your shoulders are down, breath is full. Inhale, right leg up, sending it through to warrior one. The inhale brings you up to rise. And now this exhale glides you open, warrior two. So again, putting your foot in a place of more ease. Front knee is going to push out to the pinky toe. So if you can see yourself in a mirror, the profile of your thigh is as small as it can be. Yeah? Perfect. Root the tail, inhale, exhale, windmill, and all the way through the flow. Inhaling the left leg up, sending it through to warrior one. And on your exhale, gliding warrior two. So again, put your foot where you like it. Lifting both arches helps here. It centers you in between your feet. Tailbone roots, belly draws in, and then exhale all the way through the flow. Really nice. Inhale, right leg comes up. Send it through on the exhale. Rise on the inhale. Glide on the exhale. So find your feet. The inhale, you turn the palm. The exhale, you hinge forward. And then the inhale, you bring it up and back and lift out of your waist. Take a breath here, nice and easy. And then inhale back to warrior two. Let the exhale spin you through your flow. One more side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, send it through, rhythm of your breath. Then glide, open, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, lift up, look up, breathe up. Inhale back to warrior two. And then windmill all the way through your flow. We meet back in downward facing dog. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And really loudly, don't be shy, exhale. So good. Now you walk, step, or float your feet to the middle of your mat. Come up to standing kind of slow. Find your feet touching, a little bit of light between your heels. Take your shoulders and roll them into your back pockets. And if I were you, I'd take a breath or two with your eyes closed. There's something really cool about that. If you think about it, it means that without anything outside of you, you are steady and strong. So you want to try to keep that as much as you can. When you're ready, inhale the right knee. Oh, I'm sorry. Haha. Just making sure you're paying attention. Arms come up over your head, sideways. Shoulders drop. Tailbone roots. Inner thighs squeeze. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over to the back right corner. So this is about 10 breaths. And if you take it mechanically from the ground up, you might just get taller today. So all four corners of your feet are in the ground. The calves are engaged. The kneecaps are lifting. Inner thighs are squeezing together. Tailbone is rooting down. Belly is in and up. Shoulders come down, but chest is lifted. You got length in your neck. You have softness in your jaw. And every inhale goes higher and every exhale goes over. And you can always sway like a branch in the wind. So let your breath guide you to go up and over, literally coming out of your waist. And you're just breathing. Ease. That's what you're seeking, is ease. So you have one more complete breath. So take it over to an edge on your exhale. 3, 2. Inhale to the center. Keep the arms strong, but let your shoulders fall back down. Noticing the length of your neck. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, over to the back. Left. So now that you have the mechanics, now imagine you are splitting yourself in two. So you're trying to come out of your waist. And sometimes it feels better to back up, put your hand in the ceiling, then go over more. Certainly feels better to relax your jaw. It certainly feels better to really get that strong foundation that you started with. And as you come up and over, you can feel the bone to skin stretch all the way coming over on your right side. So push your right hip over, draw the left one a little forward, and keep breathing. So you have about one breath, nice and slow. And on the exhale, take it to that edge. 3, 2, inhale to straight, keep the arms strong, but let your head fall. So shake your neck out, let it release, but don't leave it there. So you don't want to do a back bend with a kinked neck. So take your head back up through. You can always support your back bend. It's totally up to you. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, go back. And know that the up is more important than the back. So your chest is trying to reach the ceiling. You're drawing a line with your nose all the way up and to the back wall. For 3, 2, slowly inhale, rise. Complete forward fold. Exhale, squatting down, shaking out any unorganized movement. Letting your head release. That compression you put in your spine needs a place to go, so let it fall. And then separate your feet out, whole foot on the ground, so heels down, and bend your knees so much that you can drape your chest onto your thighs. Just heavy, like a sandwich. Slide your hands in from the front of your feet, whole hand underneath your foot. If that's not very comfortable or you have rings on, just grab your big toes, either way. So relax your head. The key to this pose is your core. So before you begin, really make an effort to pull your belly in and up, and then inhale your arms out to the side. Use all the strength of your arms to pull your head closer and closer to your shins. Send the tailbone higher, keep the belly engaged, straightening the knees for 3, 2, perfect. Release your hands, turn your palms to the front wall. Walk your feet together so they touch. Squeeze your knees. Exhale, sit low in a chair. Inhale, arms come up by your ears. Root your tailbone here. Awesome. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, arms come up, shoulders come a little higher, but tailbone roots. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up, toes kind of lift up. Exhale, arms go back. On this inhale, bring everything up to stand and swing the right arm underneath the left. So you're nesting your elbows together. You get the wrap. If you can't get the wrap, just give yourself a big hug. And then pull down and sit down. On the inhale, take the right knee up, over, and maybe behind. If you need a kickstand, that works too. So this is a compression pose. The goal is to squeeze your body to the center of your body, everything. Then lean back, sit low, root the tail. Consider maybe today taking your elbows above your chin, open up the back. So take 2 full breaths here. When you've completed your exhale, the inhale brings you up, arms come up, and then exhale, swing. Left now under right. Again, kind of an interesting thing, noticing the flexibility on each side of your body. So throw that one in the mind bank. Sit low. Inhale, left leg up, over, and maybe behind. So if you do have your foot behind you, use that as another compression point. Anything that can squeeze together is the goal. Shoulders come back, jaw gets soft, sit low, 2 breaths. Fully completing your exhale, the inhale takes the arms up, palms turn to the back wall. The exhale sits you in chair. The inhale lifts your chest and roots your tail. Exhale, reach back, long spine. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms go way back, eyes about 3 feet in front of you. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, arms come up, maybe palms touch, arms by the ears, and maybe float the heels off the ground, opening your ankles. For 3, just breathe. 2, inhale fully to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow. So meeting back in downward facing dog, we'll find your hands walking back towards your feet, and then you come up to stand. And again, finding that mountain pose. If you need a breath to bring everything in, go for it. But it's nice and steady. So these standing poses require your back muscles more than your front. But because you can't see them and you have to feel them, pull that into your focus as well. Inhale, the right knee directly in front of the right hip. Flex your foot strongly. So staying here for the first couple breaths, notice that you, from the side, you look like a staircase. So the 90-degree angles that you're creating from your chest to your thigh, thigh to shin, and shin to foot, no matter where you take this pose, that will remain. So if you choose to stay right here, working on the stability of the standing leg, perfect. If you like, you can interlace your hands around the knee, but keep your staircase. Or you could interlace around the ball of the foot, still keeping that staircase. That will keep your hips in line. If you have the foot, maybe you gently kick forward, pull the shoulders back, and the final expression is draw the belly in as you round forehead to knee. For 3, 2, perfect. Step down on the right foot, arms come up overhead, interlace your hands. Send the left toe to the back wall, arms come up by the ears to activate the muscles in your back, and you are one straight line. And you're breathing. 3, 2, slowly inhale and reset back into mountain pose. Now your left hand will hug your left hip, keeping the upright quality of your spine, so without bending over, either get the knee or the toe. So if getting your toe requires you to bend over, it's probably better to get the knee. So right hand, right foot, or right knee. So this knee is up and off to the side. This is a hip opener. And it's critical that you keep your hips level. And so if they'll stay level as you kick your foot forward and open up the hamstring, great. If not, just take the knee out. Left arm can come out to the side. And if you'd like to challenge yourself somewhat, change your gaze over your left hand. It's all right. Everybody falls. No worries. Awesome. Then the left arm goes up to the ceiling. The knee in the front comes forward. You kick your foot, reach your arms, use your core, and breathe. And then step down on the right, hinge into Warrior 3. So arms go back, foot flexes. That helps you level your hips. Hands to chest, reach forward and push back, activating all the strong muscles in your back. 3, 2, slowly inhale, rise, and reset once again. The right elbow will bend at the right hip, palm will face up. Reach back at the inside of the foot or ankle without turning your wrist. So if you can get the inside without turning your wrist, then the left arm will go up to the ceiling. Perfect. So Think of a plumb line. So you have a plumb line from your finger to your elbow, to your knee, to your hip, there you go, to your knee, to your foot. So that arm in the ceiling is the one that will dictate if you're in alignment. So pull it back by your ear, and then look at your knees or feel them. And if they're lined up, then maybe you want to play with the kick. And if you do play with the kick, know that it's the knee that goes up. Then as the toes come up over your head, that's when the body starts to tip forward. And it's that equality that keeps you steady. 3, 2. Perfect. Inhale, bring it up. Arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow. One of the cool things about this sequence, it's the same, right? It gives you a gauge of where you are. So I have a secret power. I'm somewhat intuitive, and I can hear what you're saying to yourself, and you don't get to talk mean to somebody I like. Not allowed. So none of that. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Every day is different. We all fall, so don't worry about it. Come up to stand. Find your toes touching. Roll your shoulders back. Get tall. And then inhale the left knee directly in front of the left hip. So find that staircase again, right? So you're flexing the foot strongly. You've got 90-degree angles everywhere. So really get your toes on the left to come up towards your knees so you feel engaged. Perfect. This really is the foundation of a house, and we all know you wouldn't build a house without a strong foundation, so why put yourself through that? So stay here as long as you need. If you like, you can interlace around the knee or come down to the foot, but that staircase remains. Wherever you are, the most important thing is breath. If you have your foot, you might kick forward and then eventually round. But again, there's such power in this stillness of working on the foundation, so don't sweat it. And then you're going to step down on the left, arms come up, palms touch, right toes to the back wall, hands to the front. Perfect. From the side, you look like a letter T, one straight line. So really lift your back leg. 3, 2, slowly inhale, rise. And reset once again. Cool. Right hand goes to your right hip. First 2 fingers and thumb on the left either gets the knee or the toe. But remember, if you bent over, you got to bring yourself back up. So roll the left shoulder back so you are nice and tall. And just breathe. So you could stay here. You could kick forward, or you can just open the hip. The right arm can go off to the side. Maybe you play around with where you gaze as a challenge. But wherever you are, you're just breathing. That's all this is. And then right arm goes up, leg in the front, kicks as high as you can get it. Use your core by leaning slightly forward. 3, 2, step down and hinge. Nice and easy. Back foot flexes. Toes face the ground. Keep your hip level. Hands to your chest. Reach forward. Push back equally. 3, 2. Slowly inhale, rise. And reset yourself. Left elbow at left hip. Without turning your wrist. It's important for your shoulder. There's a reason for it. Grab the inside of your foot or your ankle this way. Then the right arm goes up to the ceiling, pulling your bicep back by your ear so that you can get tall. There you go. Yep. Lining up the knees. So really look at your knees. So before you kick, know that when you do or if you do kick, the hip is not going to splay out like half moon. It's going to stay facing the ground. So you want this left hip facing the ground as you kick. Wherever you decide to be, 3 breaths. Right on. Inhale, arms all the way up. So good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, move through a flow. Nice and easy. Really good. So the next part is a couple flows. If you're kind of new and you don't know the sequence, don't worry about it. You're not expected to. It's all good. When you're ready, inhale, right leg comes up. Exhaling, sending it through to warrior 1. Gliding open, warrior 2. The inhale flips the palm. The exhale takes you forward. Inhale, up, back, reverse. Inhaling back to warrior 2. Chin turns to the back wall. Side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to floor. The left arm is going to reach way over to the front wall. And try to pull your arm by your ear. It really does open your chest. And then the left hand comes down, spin up on the back toes. Right arms are going up. Lean back, wrap behind you. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, circle around. Come down to the elbows, let the head fall. Or if you like arm balances, it's a great opportunity. But you're going to be here for 3 breaths. So let your head drop if you're not in an arm balance. Hug your knee towards your shoulder. Complete your exhale and then place your hand on the inside of your foot. Back heel spins down on an angle. Left arm goes up to the ceiling. Deep side angle. Exhale, wrap or bind. Any way you like. Just breathe. Inhale, reach up high, come around to a low lunge with your hands starting at your chest. So you can be on your knee or your toe, doesn't matter. Get tall through the waist on the inhale and then twist. Elbow past the knee on the exhale. So think about it. How long can your neck become? How much can you push your shoulders away from your ears? And then release the hands to the floor, step it back, high to low, up to down. Inhaling the left leg up, sending it through on your exhale and rise on the inhale, warrior 1. Glide, warrior 2. Palm flips, hinge forward, up, back, reverse. Take a really big breath here. Feel your rib cage. Inhale back to warrior 2. Chin turns to the back wall, side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to floor. Maybe the right arm all the way over. How long can you get? Right hand down, spin up on the toes, left arm comes up. Lean back and wrap. Slight looking up, that helps. Inhale, reach up high. Circle around, coming down into lizard on the elbows, or maybe choosing an arm balance. But again, if you're in lizard, let your head fall and pull your knee towards your shoulder. Then place your hand on the inside of the foot. Back heel spins down. That's your anchor, so use your back foot. Right arm comes up. Lean back. Wrap or bind. Chest is open. Collarbones are open. And then release and come to a low lunge. Knee or toe, your call. Coming up, shoulders over hips, and then twist. Elbow past the knee. If you're on your knee and you want to try to float up, that's cool too. Then release the hands to the floor, step back, and flow high to low. Take a really slow inhale. Be really loud on your exhale. And then inhale the right leg up to the ceiling. Send it through to warrior 2. So find your feet. Give yourself a fighting chance by allowing yourself to put your feet where they feel good. And then once you've found that spot, close your eyes. 2 breaths. Feel how strong you really are without anything around. Then straighten the front leg, turn the toes in, flip the palms up, roll the shoulders into your back pockets, a big old back bend. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. We'll be here for about 3 or 4 breaths. If you like headstands, this is a good time. Otherwise, just pull your body towards your thighs. It helps to lift your chin if you're doing that. Lifting your chin slightly will open up your chest, get you a deeper stretch. Fully completing your exhale. Slowly floating back up, warrior 2. Now we go for a side plank. Left hand spins down, right arm comes up, feet go back, and this is any way you like it. You can be on your knee, you can reach the arm over, you can be on your elbow, whatever works for you. Just building strength, stability, and breath. Place your hand on the floor. You can hang out in a plank for strength, or you can choose 5 push-ups. Wherever you choose to be, on the 5th, move through the flow. From downward facing dog, the inhale takes the left leg up. Send it through on the exhale to warrior 2. Again, placing your feet in a place of most comfort. Notice your arches, lift them both up, and then close your eyes. Open up your eyes, straighten the leg, turn the toes. This time, hands come behind you. Interlace your hands together. Draw your knuckles down for a big old back bend. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, all the way forward fold. This is an inversion, which means you're just hanging. So there's no stress in your neck. Let your shoulders go wherever they can go. Just hang. Maybe even shake your head around. Then the inhale comes up to just a half lift. Make your back flat. Lift both arches. Right hand goes below your nose to the floor. The left one goes up to the ceiling. It's a deep spinal twist. So take your time if you like to wrap. All good. Perfect. Inhale, reach out. The left hand comes down. Right arm goes high. Notice your hips by lifting your arches. And then wrap when you're ready. Inhale, reach really high. The exhale places the hands on the waist. A really strong core brings you up to warrior 2. Side plank now on the right. Right hand spins. Left arm goes up. Feet go back. So the more you push your hip up, the more core strength you build. You can lift the leg. You can float the foot. My favorite is flip dog. You choose. And then place the hand on the mat. Pause for 5 counts or choose 5 push-ups. And then flow. Perfect. If you ever need some water, don't wait for me. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, send it through to warrior 1. Glide open, warrior 2. So find your feet, then straighten your front leg. Flip the palm, hinge forward, go up, back, reverse triangle. So in this position, your right hip wants to move a little forward, your left back, and just take a breath. Nice. Bring your arms back to neutral arms, and then hinge forward, hand to shin or floor, left arm to the front wall, find space. Bottom hand can meet the top hand for some core. It's up to you. And then hands to the floor. Bump your back foot in more, about halfway. Inhale, half lift, a long straight spine. And then exhale, forward fold. So the top part of your body is loose and heavy, but the legs are engaged. So lift up your kneecaps here and just let your torso just drape over your leg. Then the left hand stays. The right arm reaches. Know that you can place your hand on your thigh, which might give you more space in your spine. Exhale, wrap when you're ready. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands down. The inhale sends the back leg up and arms back for warrior three. So the key to this is time. Take your time. Hands to your chest. Hands to the floor. Right hand to the ankle or calf, pulling your forehead to your shin and sending the left toes to the ceiling. Release your hand to the floor. Left arm goes up. Flex the back foot strong. Stack your hips. Pull your core strong. Pull it tight and slowly glide to warrior three. Hands to the chest. Left hand down. Right arm up for 3, 2. Beautiful. Hands to the mat. Step it back and flow. Inhaling the left leg up. Sending it through to warrior 1. Gliding open, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, flip the palm, hinge, reverse triangle. So you're looking up at the ceiling, coming out of your waist. Inhale back to neutral arms, go forward from the hip, then drop into triangle. Right arm goes up, right arm reaches way over, pull the arm back by your ear. Maybe the bottom hand comes to the top hand, find some core strength. Hands to the mat, bump the back foot in even more. Half lift extends your spine, and then forward fold right over your leg. And again, let everything be on the top, just be heavy, but keep your legs active. So lift up your kneecaps, draw your belly in strong. Perfect. Right hand stays, left arm goes up. Again, you can place your right hand on your knee or your shin. Find space in your spine. Wrap when you're ready. Inhale, reach. Hand goes down, back leg lifts. Inhale, warrior 3. Hands to the chest. Head down to the floor for standing splits. Left hand, left ankle or calf. Right toes go to the ceiling. Release the hand. Right arm goes up for half moon. So the sensation is you're going to fall, but the reality is if you just lean back a little bit, you get more balance. And then slowly glide, warrior 3. Hands to your chest. Right hand down, left arm up. It's not easy to keep your leg up, but you did it. Hands to the mat, step it back and flow. Perfect. Inhale the right leg all the way up. Exhale, send it through to pigeon. We're going to move right into pigeon. So in pigeon, you can adjust anything. If your shin is parallel to the top of the mat, that is probably the deepest stretch. Or you can bring your foot closer to you, kind of like a pigeon would hide under a wing or something. And it's my suggestion that you come off of your shoulders, either by letting your arms drop anywhere you want behind you, or reaching them forward. Here's why. Your shoulders are connected to your hips, and pigeon is a hip opener. So if you're on your shoulders, they're still engaged, they're still active. So it's almost like you're fighting yourself, right? So give yourself permission to just drop. When you feel ready, we'll move through a flow. Lots of breath, lots of space. And then the inhale sends the left leg up. Slowly guide it into pigeon. Again, you get to choose where you place your knee or your shin, your arms. Sometimes just taking your arms behind you is helpful. Let them just drop on the floor wherever they want to go. Pigeon is one of those poses that it's not my favorite term, but it's a surrender pose. And really what it means is you're just letting your body relax. And it's funny because our bodies don't want to. But until they do, and then you kind of don't want to leave. When you feel ready, you'll move through the last flow of the day. Take your time. And then find child's pose. This child's pose, you might draw your arms behind you. Maybe your knees come closer together. Just, you don't know if it's different unless you make it different, right? Everything else is on the floor. So when you feel ready to go, you're going to turn around, lay on your back for a rounded bridge or wheel. In bridge, your heels come close to you so you can touch them with your fingertips. You kind of want to slide your shoulders down into your back pocket. Feet are on the floor. Just inhale your hips up to the ceiling. Lots of different ways to do this pose. One is to just be there. The next is to interlace your hands underneath you. Press your palms together. The next is to go into wheel. But wherever you are, you want your knees lined up. So imagine you're squeezing a yoga block right between your knees. So there's tension. Just take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then slowly round your spine down, one bone at a time, pulling in your knees. Any unorganized movement that you feel you'd like, maybe happy baby, maybe windshield wipering your knees side to side, maybe just guiding your knee around in circles. And when you're ready, send the feet up to the ceiling, flex your feet, and with your core strength, lower your straight legs all the way down. And once they get to the floor, arms are going to come up over your head, and the double exhale brings you a full sit-up so you can touch your toes. And then you'll turn over onto your stomach. Zipping up your legs, connecting your heels together, that's important. Hands come right by your rib cage, slide them away from your shoulders a little. Elbows are close. So the key to this, in my opinion, is connecting your heels. What that will do is it activates core muscles, pelvic floor and hip muscles. So try to keep your heels touching. As very simple, not a big movement. Lift your chest slightly. Very little weight on the hands. Squeeze your glutes to protect your back and to use those muscles. Extend forward as much as you can, lift a little higher, and then release your left ear to the floor. Let everything be heavy. Heels flop out, arms go anywhere. Just like in the beginning, when you engage a muscle and then you completely relax it, it's more noticeable. So that's what we're trying to do here, is engage and completely relax. The next one, the arms will interlace behind you. Heels zip back up so you can feel them touch. This time everything's coming up. Thighs and chest. Lift as high as you can. Squeeze your glutes. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. And then the right ear drops. Everything's heavy. Last one is floor bow, but it's not for everyone. So if you're not a fan of floor bow, find upward facing dog. So you would place your hands in the same spot, come up till your arms are straight. Otherwise, for floor bow, reach back, try to get the same grip you use in standing bow. So you want to grab the inside of your foot or ankle and then kick up wherever you are. So if you're an upward facing dog, come down to your knees but lift your toes behind you. There you go. Try to touch your head. And then press back into child's pose. When you're ready, you'll slowly come up. Find a seated position with your right leg off to the side straight and the left knee bending, foot on the inner thigh. Get tall so you can feel your hip bones, both of them equal. Arms come up. Exhale beyond the ball of your foot if possible, otherwise bend your knee. Notice your hip bones. Sometimes one lifts. So guide it back down, usually it's the left, and then let the left shoulder relax. And breathe. 2 full breaths. When you're ready, you'll come up and change legs. Get tall. Find equality in your hips. Extend out over the leg, even if you bend your knee. Your hips are more important than your knee at this juncture. So finding that level hip, release the right shoulder and start to melt into that leg. And slowly come up. Soles of the feet come together for butterfly, or if you prefer, you can take your legs out to the side, doesn't matter. What matters is your spine, so try not to round it yet. Inhale, push your collarbones to the front wall. Let your knees soften down to the floor. On your exhale, keep going, find space. One more inhale, and on this exhale, let yourself just fold in. And slowly come up, send both legs out in front of you, staff pose. The legs are straight, feet are flexed, get tall. Reach both arms up, extend out over your legs and grab something. So it could be your feet or maybe your calves, doesn't matter. But again, you want that straight spine. So collarbones forward, maybe chin parallel to the ground. Find yourself drawing yourself towards your feet on the inhale. And on this exhale, melt right in, just round. Then slowly rise up. Lay all the way down. For your inversion, right? But again, I saw a post today of a guy doing a handstand, which those aren't easy if you've ever tried. The post said, this is an inversion, and then it had a guy laying on the ground with his feet laying up against a wall, and then it said, so is this. So the intensity of the pose isn't always the goal. So only you know where to take this. So you might just start with your feet above your hips. Let your spine be heavy on the ground, and if that feels good, stay there. If you like, maybe you want to go into a shoulder stand. But harder isn't always better, so you choose. Wherever you are, notice that your neck is soft. There's no strain. Your jaw is soft. You're breathing. And if it feels right, maybe the toes go behind you for plow. And then maybe the knees bend. Maybe. And maybe you just soften right into that. Wherever you decide to be, you're just breathing, that's all. And then you'll slowly come back up. Guiding your spine back to the floor. Taking your time. Pulling the right knee into your right rib cage, maybe even off to the side a little bit. And then guiding it across your body for a twist. Sometimes it feels good to pull the knee closer to your chest. It's a deeper twist, deeper stretch. But once you get there, take an inhale through your nose, make it slow. Don't be shy, loud exhale. And then we'll go to the other side, the left knee is coming in. Guiding across the body. Hit me the other day that truly there is one thing that we all have in common. Because everyone's different, right? Which is a good thing. But the one thing that we all have in common is that we all breathe. But for some reason, we don't like to breathe loud. And if that's you, that's cool, you don't have to. But man, oh man, does it feel good when you do. So inhale. Don't be shy. Exhale. Right on. Then bring yourself back into the center and find the sweet spot. Find the place that you don't want to move. Knowing it can be anywhere. Legs flop out. Maybe it's on your side. Arms go anywhere heavy. Maybe you have a towel or a t-shirt. Throw it over your eyes and start to soften. Start to let all of your muscles disengage. That's what this pose is about. You worked for 55 minutes engaging everything. And the balance is this. Your body naturally on its own seeks wellness always. So if you have the time, give yourself an opportunity to soak up wellness. Soften your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands drop. Let your feet dangle. And know that the more time you spend right here, the more the cells of your body regenerate health. So take the time, as much time as you're able. I hope you found some calm and some ease, and certainly some breath, and I hope that that little piece of easy goes with you for the rest of your day and the rest of your week. And as always, you guys make me super happy. So thank you everybody for coming. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.